52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The slot man in motion right.
Right. Striker, 3-3.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Now Tua. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Cut.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready, set.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tua going to throw. Open, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the fumble recovery, Durant eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Durant. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time.
Here we go.
Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Smith, red. Cut.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, it was intercepted.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
By number 10. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Set, ready. Ready, go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Durant. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on 2nd down. Durant. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats tell us he took it better than 30 yards after that initial contact. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, break. Red, cycle.
From the 44, Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
Okay,
The
ready?
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Durant. Got it complete to Rodgers. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Durant. He completes it right side to White. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Complete to Rashawn White. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On 1st down, Durant. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. On the left side, a catch by White. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are back within a score. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it...
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go with White on the counter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Here we go. Full straight. Full straight. 43 rail.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 111 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking of the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
10 cycles. Ready.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
38.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Durant. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Ready. Ready. Go. 17. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Going right side is White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Complete. Smith has it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A gain of 5
Ready up.
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
6, mega. Ready.
Tua, a final shot before half. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, having all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
1st down, here's White. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Right, 97. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Durant. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua, and he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Amari Cooper, 55 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
154 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready?
On play action, here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, a pickup of 12 yards.
Ready, ready.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They give to White on the action. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Durant. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Ready, break.
Throwing on first down. Durant. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Durant. It's caught. This is White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. McCann's got it teed up. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room going over. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
10 cycles. Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
On the ready?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Got it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
On the double.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Double 38. 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
they're going to move it down the inside the 25. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 183 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start the drive with White. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shot. 17. Set. Go.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes the block just a little bit harder.
Got it caught by Rodgers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Durant. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Tua. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Read option, this is White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Lewis Seen In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Ready, set.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Durant. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnett. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off play action. Durant. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Waddle, 64 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Two are going to try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Buying time to his left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is and all those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.